Hi guys, and let's make some metal, and today I wanna make LINDEMANN Steh. So let's go. First of all, let's talk about the guitars. I use the 4 guitars, 2 overdrive and 2 full distortion guitars. For distortion guitars I use the Ample Metal Hellraiser with the default preset, and of course here I click to make it double. Second distortion guitar, also Ample Metal Hellraiser with the same presets. So just listen how it sounds. And on the mixing bass I use the FLStudio with the guitar D-Spike preset, and on other guitar I use this preset too. But right now I just off all the FLStudio that I have on my mixing and master bass because my laptop will burn. Because FLStudio is really hard VST. But right now I use FLStudio only on drums, and I will tell you why soon. So what about the overdriven guitar? I use the Ample Metal Eclipse with the default preset, and of course I also double it. And second overdrive guitar, the same. What about the mixing bass? I use the FLStudio also with the guitar D-Spike on both guitars. And just listen what we got. And the second overdrive guitar. By the way, if you wanna get this FLP and try to make the song by yourself and try to mix it, master it, etc., you can go to my Patreon and get this FLP right there. So what about the bass? I use the Ample Metal Rave 5 with the default preset. Of course I use the Easy Mix 3 with the Evil Bass preset, and FLStudio with the D-Mod in the bass. And of course my bass full in mono. And just listen how it sounds. So what about the strings? I use the flex with the tremolo strings. On the mixer bass I use the Easy Mix 3 with the string section, OTT with a 39% of depth, fruity limiter with the side chain on the both guitars that I have, and I told about the distortion 1 and distortion 2. So we click on this distortion 1, right mouse button, side chain to this track, I mean about the strings track, and on the string track we make 2 fruity limiter. Click on the comb, side chain, choose distort 1 or distort 2 and turn these 3 knobs to make the side chain. And of course strings I made little bit in the mono. And what about the FLStudio? Close mic the strings. And it sounds really good, just listen how it sounds. And let's go to the drums. Of course I use the Easy Drummer 2 with the Drumkit from hell and tape. And of course I a little bit down the volume of my heads and I made it -4 decibels. On the mixer bass I use the Easy Mix 3 with a modernizer, and FLStudio with a really important thing, hi-hat remover. You need to use it every time you make your metal drums. So just listen how it will sound without FLStudio and with. Listen without. And with. It's really huge difference. So, and let's go to the master. Easy Mix 3, Metal Master Retro. And of course I a little bit drag this input to make it not so loud, to make loops -10, -12, OTT 7% of depth, fruity parametric equalizer with such preset, another fruity parametric equalizer with such preset, and FLStudio of course with a side res fix. And that's all, just listen to what we got. So that's all. If you enjoyed this video, just click on the like, subscribe on my channel and leave your comment, and of course don't forget about my Patreon if you wanna support me or buy my FLP. Absoyed was with you and see you soon.